grandparent. It was very hard for her to take care of us. So she entrusted me to my grandparents, which is her mother and father. My mother has brothers and sisters. And while growing up with my grandparents, my mother would come back and forth and take me to be with her. She used to live 6th Avenue, Barataria, Malik Barataria, Sanwa. Because my grandparents, my grandmother's sisters are there from Maula Trace, Arangwes. Ladies, I'm seeing your comment, right? So I'm focusing on my story. Right? So forgive me if I'm not calling you all out today and saying hi. Okay? So I was a little girl about the age 6. And, you know, growing up with my mother's sisters and brothers, my grandfather was a cane farmer, and my grandmother used to sell Princestown Market. Her name was known as Dolly Mahabir, and they would call her Black Dolly. Right? For those of you in the Princestown area. Now, the reason I'm recapping this, I want you, the newcomers, to know who I am and what my story, how my story started. So that is the reason I'm telling my story back to the viewers, right? Because I have a lot of new followers. I was 6 years old, and you know, I'm getting distracted by messages coming in there. My mother have 1, 2, 3, 4 brothers. Uncle Leo, who has just passed away. Aaron, my mother's last brother, who was hit by a truck. His brains crushed in the road and he died. And Winston Mahabir, one of my mother brothers who violated me. And he also died. He died a few months after I came forward and told the world what happened to me. And then we have Dwarika Mahabir, who lives in New York, Long Island, the social media bully, the mastermind behind all the bullying that is going on, that people are attacking and cursing me, trying to degrade me and all of that. He still continues up to this day to abuse me verbally on social media because I told the world that he violated me as a child. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I was 6 years old. You know those pretty little frilly underwears with the flowers in the bottom? The older parents would know that. I don't know if you older parents would know the underwear with the frill in the bottom. We used to call it the panty with the rose in the bottom. Right. My grandmother used to buy underwear like that for me. And I'd have on my little dress. My dresses were always short, and my underwear was longer than my dresses. My mother's 2 brothers, Winston Mahabir and Dwarika Mahabir, they both would take me to the back room. My grandfather had an upstairs, downstairs wooden home. It was consisted of 3 bedrooms. My grandfather used to sleep in the first bedroom. All the sisters used to sleep in the second bedroom. My grandmother used to sleep in the living room in a bed. My mother's last brother, Aaron, used to sleep on a mattress on the ground in the living room. And the next 2 brothers used to live in the back room. Deborah, thank you. Right now, right now I'm telling a story because I saw your, I saw your comment. But please, ladies, we don't want to get distracted by the video, okay? We want to tell the story, right? We have a time for laughing, we have a time for cussing, we have a time for putting the bullies in their place, and we have a time for having fun, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, my mother 2 brothers, Winston Mahabir and Dwarika Mahabir. Winston has now passed away. My phone is skating down. Hold on. Winston Mahabir has now passed away, right? Hold on. And they would take me to the back room, not together at the same time. I do not know if both of them knew that they were doing it to me. I do not know that. And I can hold the Holy Bible, the Holy Gita, and the Holy Quran, and I can swear to you. The both of them would take me to the back room, not at the same time. And Dwarika and Winston, I'll tell you what they used to do to me. Hold on, I'm looking for a picture because I did promise that you all will look at that picture. I should have had it ready before I started the video. The picture of me when I was a child, so you all will have a memory of me being a child. I want you to picture me as a child. Hence the reason I'm going to show you the picture of me when I was a child. There you are. So they both would take me at the same time. This is me as a child in the back bedroom. Not together with each other, right? They would take me to the back bedroom and they would take my little panties off. And they would put their fingers up in me. And they would finger me up and they would suck me, perform oral sex. Winston Mahabir, who has now passed away, I could still smell the cigarette smell on his breath when he would take his tongue and shove it down my mouth. I will never forget the smell of his cigarette with his tongue shoved down my mouth. Winston would suck me and he would put his fingers up in me and feel me up with my vagina. They never made me perform oral sex on them. They would do things to me. And then I would go sit on the stairs when Winston is finished with me, the front step. On a Sunday, my grandmother, together with all my aunts, we all would sit on the step and listen to Auntie K. I will never forget that. Auntie K used to tell stories on a Sunday. So we all used to sit on the front step and listen to Auntie K. Now remember, my grandmother sells Princestown Market. My grandfather was a cane farmer and he also used to sell in the market. My mother's sisters were attending Princestown Senior Sec. They were going to St. Julian Presbyterian School. I would be home. My brother, Ravi Mahabir, who you see on social media, speaks a lot about political issues. He used to curse me. He would be in the yard playing marble pitch together with Bobby, which is our cousin, which is my mother's eldest brother who just passed away, Uncle Leo's son. Bobby used to be like the Cardi boy. They would have him doing all the odd jobs. And then Dwarika would take me. Dwarika would take me in the back room. Dwarika Mahabir, the same man you see that still abuses me on social media. Verbally curses women, disrespects women. And Dwarika Mahabir